Hello everyone. As promised, I'm gonna do a recording of the answers to question 8. So this is the question 8, and then I have already opened the starfish data file here in Excel, and I will be going through the demo. So let's look at the questions. So this says, please refer to the experiments data sheet tab of the starfish data file. Record anyone spending over $10,000 in total healthcare as a high cost employee. So we have to create a new variable to say either the cost is high or low based on whether the total spending in total healthcare is above 10,000 or not. So let's go to our data file, and it says experiments data sheet. Let's make this bigger so we can see the titles. So this is the total health spending. So here I'm going to add the variable. I'm going to call it cost. And then I'm going to do an if statement. I'm going to say equals if the total health spending is greater than 10,000, then in quotations, because it's a text, I'm going to write high, comma. If not, then I want low. Close quotation, close parenthesis, enter. So this is my formula. Let me copy the formula so you can see it here. I'm going to copy it as a text so you can see the formula. And let me make this a little bigger. Okay. So now I want to copy paste this all the way down. So I'm just going to move my mouse until to the bottom right corner until I get this dark plus, and then I'm going to double click. So it's going to copy for all of those participants, or whether the cost is high and low. So that's the first thing that was asked. Recode anyone spending over 10,000 in total healthcare as high cost employee. Let's do question 8. What is the average age? So let's go back. I'm going to put here average age, and I'm going to use the formula in Excel for average equals average, open parenthesis, go to age, click on the first age, A2, then Control Shift down or Command Shift down if you have a Mac to go to the end. So select the whole age data and then close parenthesis and then enter. So this is the average age. I can format this to make it maybe 1 decimal. And let me write the formula here for you so you can see the formula next to it. Now, next, see this was question number 1. What is the median age? Question 2. So median age, there is also a formula called median in Excel. Median, open parenthesis, selects A2, Control Shift down arrow, close parenthesis, enter. So that's the median age. Let's do the formatting. So let me copy the formula for you. And now this was question B. Now C, what is the interquartile range of age? So interquartile IQR, interquartile range is Q3 minus Q1. So when I write equals quartile, I can do quartile inc, or I can do just quartile, and then open parenthesis, and then age, again select all my ages from A2 all the way down, and then comma 3 for quartile, for quartile 3, then close parenthesis, then minus, again quartile, either quartile inc or quartile, and then again select my data. I could select from the bottom all the way up, but I don't want the title to be included. So all the way up and then, oops, let me just go up and then select this all the way down. Then comma 1, close parenthesis, enter. So that's the IQR, the interquartile range for age. And there's a formula. Let me copy it. You can see it here. Next question. Overall, how many high-cost employees are there? So to answer this question, I could do count if, or I can do a pivot table. Let's do pivot table. So I could put the pivot table here in the same tab if I wanted. So I'm gonna click here on my table, data, and do insert, pivot table. Make sure it selected my data. Yes, it selects from A to D and all the way down. And I want it in the same worksheet. And for location, I'm gonna click where I want the table to be. So maybe put it here. Okay. Now, what do I want in the table? I wanna count how many high. So I'm gonna click on this new variable that I called costs and then move to rows. And this is my table here showing. And then I wanna count. I can do count of any of those because age, let's do age, count of age. Age here, sum of values, and then I don't want sum, so I'm gonna click on this arrow, go to value field setting, and change sum to count. Okay. So to answer question number, how many high cost employees are there? The answer is there are 591 high cost employees out of total employees of 4,618. All right, next question. Next question. What is the average age of a high cost employee? So again, I can use the same pivot table. If I click on the table, it will bring to me the fields so I can add stuff to it. I want the average of high cost employees, the average spending, right? What is the average age? Not average age. Average age of high cost employees, question E. So I'm gonna go back here and I'm gonna add age again here, and I'm gonna change sum, click on the arrow down, value field setting, and change sum to average. Okay, so here I can format this. So the average age of high cost employees is 48.1 years old. That's the answer to this question. Okay, question F. What is the correlation between health spending and age? So let's do correlation. There is an Excel formula. Correlation between health spending and age. So equals correl, open parenthesis. I'm going to click on health spending, C2 all the way down, Control Shift down, comma. Then I'm going to click on age. To go to the top, I can just do Control arrow up just to go to the top. But I can scroll with my arrows to E2 for age, and then Control Shift down, and then close my parenthesis. For correlation, it doesn't matter if I do age first, then health spending, or health spending, then age. It's gonna be the same. Correlation between age and health spending is the same as correlation between age spending and health, same thing. So I'm just gonna copy this formula for you here so you can see it. So that's correlation. So that's the answer for correlation. Point 11 is the answer. Question G. If you run a regression predicting health spending based on age, what is the predicted increase in health spending from a 1-year-older age? So for this, I need the slope. Okay, so I need to run a regression with health spending being the response, because that's what I want to predict. What I want to predict is my response. And then my x will be age. So y is the health spending and x is age. So I'm gonna go here. So I need health spending to be next to age in order to be able to do my scatter plot and then regression, okay, in Excel. So what I'm gonna do, maybe what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add another column here. Select C, right click, insert. I'm gonna copy this age here, copy, and bring it back here. And then I'm gonna select age and health spending, including the title, and Control Shift down. Oops. Control Shift down. And then I'm gonna go to Insert, and then this scatter plot here, scatter. So you can see here the total health spending is here, and X is the age. So in scatter plot, whatever you put first on the left will be your X, and then the Y will be the one next to it. So what I want the regression equation. So the way I can do that, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna click on one of the data dots, one of them, anyone, and then right click. And then it says add trend line. In order to get this add trend line, I wanna select one of the data dots and then click on add trend line, linear. And then I want here to say display equation on chart so I can see the equation. Now you can see here that you may not see it clearly, but the line is here. It just, I don't see it because it's the same color as the dots. So I want to change the color of this line, and the equation is here. I'm going to move it in a minute, but let me first change the color of this trend line so I can see it. This is the regression line. So I'm going to change the color of it by going here, clicking here, and put color, change that maybe to red. And I don't want it to be dots. I just want like line. That's my trend line. And now I'm going to click here and move my regression equation up here. Maybe make it a little darker and bigger. So select it, go to home, and then make it bigger. Hold, move it. This is my equation. Okay. So to answer the question is asking, let's go to the question again. If you run a regression predicting health spending based on age, what is the predicted increase in health spending from a 1-year-older age? Older age mean when we increase age by 1, by how much health spending is increasing according to this? And the answer is 114.55. All right, so I'm gonna stop the recording and I'm gonna answer the other questions in a separate recording. Thank you.